Psychosocial support is key to post-traumatic stress disorders, hence quickens rehabilitation and reintegration of victims of human and natural disasters. On the strength of this, the National Commission for Refugees, Migrants and Internally Displaced Persons, NCFRMI, in partnership with the Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, NIDCOM, and Project Victory Call, PVC, a non-governmental organization, organized a 2-day psychosocial counseling session for Nigerian Ukrainian returnees in Abuja. The Diaspora this week will bring you live experiences from those who saw it and felt it, without forgetting our diasporan of the moment and much more. This is your favorite program, The Diaspora, and I am your regular host, Koinsola Adetumbi. I also commend Adewale Merit Grace, who stood in for me while I was away. The Chairman CEO of NIDCOM, Dr. Abike Dabiri Arewa, has stressed the importance for caring for those who returned from the excruciating experiences in Ukraine, to counsel them on the next and best steps to take. Dr. Abike Dabiri Arewa also used the opportunity of the counseling session to appeal very strongly to the Polish authorities to stop profiling Nigerians and other black people in their country, but allow them return to their countries with dignity.
Fayitola is the president of Nigerian Students Union Ukraine. I got to know Fayitola during the crisis. He was one of those who sent me messages, I don't know, he just got my number somehow, and we kept communicating. I told Mommy, we're in, we don't know what's going to happen. Now we're stuck somewhere, or somebody's, and all we had to do was just assure them, don't worry, President has guaranteed that you're going to come home. Everything is being done. Oh, Mommy, we're so and so. We don't know what's going to happen to us. But I'm glad, thanks to President Muhammadu Buhari, thanks to the Minister of Foreign Affairs, thanks to all the agencies involved, people like Fayitola and every Nigerian that was in Ukraine that wanted to return are back home. So why are we doing this? Because it's important that we give some sort of counseling support, psychosocial support to these returnees. Now, some don't need it. What we did was we put up something on our portal, and we got some of them who registered that they wanted to be part of this. Now, a mother said to me, my daughter does not talk to anybody at home. She just looks into the ceiling. She doesn't even eat. And I'm sure it's the effect of all this. So the idea is, through PVC and the Refugee Commission, after this flag off, there'll be further one-on-one counseling. There'll be a place to go to. Like Doctor said, there will be venues in all the zone, in the various regions of Nigeria, so that you don't really need to come to Abuja. Then here in Abuja, at the boardroom of the Refugee Commission at the Federal Secretariat, a space will be created. There'll be a number to call, so that if you need that kind of therapy counseling, just walk in there and you get it. So we hope that with this, what we're doing, we can be able to support some of these students that have returned. We thought we could do a Zoom link, because some are in Lagos, some are in other places, but like I said, it will move from region to region so that you can get a number to call and just get on the phone and get somebody to counsel you. Now, I know that as I speak with you, there's another crisis brewing. Some of the returnees who went to Poland, now there were some Nigerians, when they got to Poland, Romania, Hungary, they didn't want to come back. And we said, listen, it's voluntary. But some who went to Poland and refused to come back and are not properly documented are now locked up in detention centers under very inhumane condition. Now they are being locked up in detention centers because of the color of their skin. The whites are not being locked up in detention centers, but blacks that are in Poland and being arrested, they will tell you don't have a documentation, although you are a refugee that fled from Ukraine, and they are being locked up in very terrible circumstances in detention centers in Poland. This is unacceptable. Everybody should reject it and tell the Polish authorities, release those you put in detention centers. The worst you can do is send them back to their countries. Although we as Nigeria, thanks to President Buhari, gave everybody the opportunity to return. Now some students are still in Hungary, they've been able to continue their studies. Some in Romania have been able to continue their studies, right? Because they have that opportunity. But those who cannot and who are roaming about as irregular citizens in Poland have been put in detention centers. While we have said you can come, it's your choice not to come, it is wrong to keep them in detention centers. And please, the world should reject this. You don't keep people there because of the color of their skin. So Africans being kept there, it is wrong, it is racist, it is totally unacceptable.
Thank you to the Chairman and CEO of NIDCOM. The Federal Commissioner, National Commission for Refugees, Migrants and Internally Displaced Persons, Mrs. Iman Suleiman Ibrahim, has emphasized the need and reason for counseling of Nigerian-Ukrainian returnees, adding that it is the right thing to do.
It gives me a lot of pleasure to be with all of you here. This is a worthy cause. We tend to ignore our mental health, but mental health is key. As Nigerians, we have a lot of resilience, we have that bounce back ability, but not everybody has the same threshold when it comes to resilience, and hence the need for this particular platform, so that those that need extra support and extra care and assistance, they can be able to access it. So once again, I must appreciate everybody that is involved in this process. As you may be aware, the National Commission for Refugee, Migrants and Internally Displaced Persons is the focal organ for government for rehabilitation, resettlement and reintegration. So psychosocial support is the core of rehabilitation. I'm so glad, because this won't only provide a platform for the Ukrainian returnees, this will also create a forum for the Commission to begin to collaborate strongly with the academia, the University of Sokoto and the University of Jos and the psychosocial support department, so that we can also continue to strengthen and build the capacity of our psychosocial support team. We must continue to collaborate like that as a country. Also, I would like to, reinforce the need for this. When you're coming from a war zone, there's a lot of crisis. People go through all sorts of trauma. In a short while, we're going to hear from Mr. Feintola about their experiences, because you don't know whether you're going to live or die. Hence, the commitment of not just NIDCOM, but every stakeholder in this program to ensure that they get all the support. We're going to cooperate 100% to ensure that everybody who needs this kind of support access it. Mr. Bolaji Akinyemi spoke about having centers all over the country. We have offices in about 14 locations. We're ready to make our offices available in 6 geopolitical zones to ensure that we're further collaborating with the academia and the team of experts, so that this is easily accessible for our returnees from Ukraine. Permit me to use this opportunity to thank Mr. President for his commitment for the political will in the well-being of our citizens. The evacuation was smooth, it was swift, and it was successful. Every stakeholder played their role. We really, really appreciate Mr. President. And I would like to also applaud my minister, Hajia Sadia Omar Farouk, the Minister of Humanitarian Affairs, Disaster Management and Social Development, for coordinating the humanitarian response. I applaud other ministries as well, and all the stakeholders like the Foreign Affairs, our sister agency, NIDCOM, and the Port Health, NEMA, everybody played their role. I know there are some people here who slept in the airport. In NEMA and Refugee Commission, almost all our staff within those departments slept in the airport for almost 5 to 7 days. So trust me, there was a lot of commitment. And we'll continue to ensure that we commit 100% to the well-being of these people in delivering our mandate. Finally, I would just like to encourage the recipients of these services to take advantage of it. It's available for you. In Nigeria, when we talk about mental health, we think somebody is mad. No. Mental health means that you want to just address some issues, things that are going around your head, so that you know that you're not alone and you have support and you just discuss things that are happening in your life with people. So we're here to support you 100%. I'm looking forward to the success of this program and to future collaborations with the PVC platform.
Convener of a non-governmental organization, Project Victory called PVC, Dr. Bolaji Akiyemi, has commended the efforts of NIDCOM and the Refugee Commission, stressing that trauma has caused mental and social-psychological issues that need to be handled promptly too.
Trauma is something that has come to become part of our life and resulting in falling sometimes mental health. And when we have occasion, events that expose individuals to trauma, it is better that we lead them in the boat. And that was what informed the idea of this project. And I want to appreciate the very warm attention that NIDCOM gave to this. I want to say to the refugee, to the returnees from Ukraine, you are here, open up. The purpose of this is to help you, and I believe that you will get the needed help. We're trusting that we'll be able to take this closer to the people from Abuja and go to all of the regions so that people don't have to travel all the way to Abuja to be able to access this.
Now let's listen to some live experiences from some Nigerian students from Ukraine who returned home safe and sound.
You permit me to thank everyone that was dedicated to our cause. The situation was not something easy. The situation was not, it was trauma. The situation was very brutal. It was terrible experiences for most of us. And I just want to thank the people that came to our rescue. I think the first people I'm going to thank is NIDCOM, and I want to thank you so much, Mommy, for aiding us. I think they were the first people that reached out. Immediately the situation started, I was just getting messages, people from different places that, oh, we are NIDCOM officials, we want to help you guys, we want to help you guys. And I would like to thank Mr. President, the President of Nigeria. I would like to thank the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and the Minister specifically. He reached out to me. I would like to thank the Ukrainian ambassador, Ambassador Shino Alege, is the ambassador of Nigeria to Ukraine, and he really has the heart, for students, even during these situations. I want to thank the people that brought up this initiative, PVC. I want to thank each and every doctor that is here to help us Nigerian students. Now, being in a situation where you are trapped, the first things we think of are basic amenities. We think of, oh, how would we survive? How would we live? How would we be in this situation? And what happened was, for 2 weeks, people were hedged in bunkers where there were no amenities. I'm sure some of us saw videos. We have recordings and footage of how the bunkers looked like. It was practically just a mess. People could not live. At some point, people started getting sick because of the situation in these bunkers. We are at a point there was no light and no water in the hostels. And this was so much traumatic for students because we've not seen war, we've not experienced war before. And experiencing this firsthand is something very sad.
Thursday morning, there was shelling in Kharkov. Students woke up to bombs and scattering and shouting. I couldn't even imagine what they were going through. They called me, Edmund, what's going on? What's the university have to say about it? I tried to contact the university. There was no response because Ukraine is also delayed due to the language barrier and everything. So I think we all know about that. But we thank God, Nigerian government came in swiftly. I contacted the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Someone here in particular helped me. I'll make no reference to her later. And everything went on abruptly. So I think that's all I have to say.
Okay, when the whole war started, like, so the first thing we had to get was the basic amenities. So to go out, like to go get some stuff from the store was a really bad experience for me, because we had to just go out and then we have to look at our front, our back, like if anything is coming. And then when we got to the store, like everything has basically finished. Like there was no food, nothing. So we just had to pick a lot of biscuits, and to be waking up every day eating biscuits is really not good for the health. So that's just what that's just what happened. And then I can remember vividly, like when we bought those stuff, when we were coming back. So I think we saw like a vehicle coming towards us with speed, and we saw people running, and then we were like, what's going on? So we had to, like, some of us, we had to drop what we bought, and we just ran for our dear lives. So we just got back from where we went to buy things, and we were panicking, and everybody was asking us what's going on. We were like, this is what happened. So this thing was just so bad and traumatizing. So, and when I got back from Nigeria, I've been indoor, and then, like I said, like the president said, there was no water. And then when I was in Ukraine, so because of the no water, this thing, I just take anything I see. So it really affected me. It affected my health. When I got back from Nigeria, I felt sick. I was admitted. So, and then I've just been staying indoor, because to be hearing sound of things, I will be so scared. Like I just tell my mom, like, I can't go out, I can't do, like, the old trauma, the whole situation was so traumatic for me.
When trauma do occur, it results in subtle changes in the emotions of individuals, and sometimes it can result into life-threatening condition, including sudden cardiac arrest. So, Dr. Bolaji Akemi gave us the privilege to come to serve our fatherland by interacting with our compatriots who are returnees from Ukraine. We believe that they might have experiences, some traumatic experiences, which we feel that we can be of help. And we are going to do our best to serve them for the service of humanity and our fatherland.
We launched what we call the 112 toll-free line. This line is a toll-free line, meaning that anybody can access it at any time. You can call. It doesn't use any credit or any of your money at all. And this service is to offer psychosocial services to people in Abuja. For now, only Abuja, with the hopes of expanding to the rest of the 36 states in Nigeria. This toll-free line, on the other end, when people call, dial 112, they are connected to a counselor, and that counselor offers psychosocial support. Why I wanted to talk about this today is, considering what we're here for today, I think it's very important.
Now let's listen to boy Alinko for some messages.
Not so fast. Look, I'm tired. I want to get out of this country for greener pastures. Just calm down for a moment. Please sit down. Do you have a job where you're going to? No, but someone is arranging in a list. Hey, listen, Alinko. Checking out of this country without proper planning means one thing. Unimaginable begin. You know, I've been in the diaspora, but legitimately doing great things at home and abroad. As I've been saying, without the proper footing abroad, the risk is not worth it. Listen, Alinko, it's better to be home than be trapped abroad, or even end up in prison.
If you must travel, travel legitimately. Now over to our diaspora of the moment.
Our diaspora of the moment is Tokwe Awutono. Tokwe was born in Lagos, Nigeria, into a middle-class family. His father was a microbiologist and entrepreneur, and his mother worked at the Central Bank in Lagos, a city of 15 million. When Tokwe was 12, he witnessed his father get shot and killed in a carjacking. There was a part of me from that very early stage that wanted to redeem him, he once said. In 1996, when he was 15, he moved with his family to Atlanta. He studied computer science at the University of Georgia, then switched to business and management information. Forbes has profiled Tokwe Awotono, the 40-year-old founder and chief executive of a $3 billion worth Calendly, a monthly scheduling platform. 9 years ago, Awotono started Calendly, pouring his life savings of $200,000 into it and later quitting his job selling software for EMC. Today, the company has 10 million users and counts Lyft, Ancestry.com, Indiana University, and Lazy Boy amongst its customers. The company's revenue last year passed $100 million, double what it booked the previous year. It could double again this year. The company, which was founded in Atlanta but no longer has any physical offices, has been profitable since 2016. Last year, it raised $350 million in funding, OpenView Venture Partners and Iconic Capital, at a price that values the business at $3 billion. That means Tokwe's majority stake is worth at least $1.4 billion after the 10% discount that Forbes applies to shares of all private companies. Tokwe is just one of 2 black tech billionaires in the United States, along with David Stewart, the 70-year-old founder of a Missouri-based IT provider, Worldwide Technology. Congratulations, Tokwe Awotono. We celebrate you as our diaspora of the moment.
Thank you for staying all through the program. We hope it's been worth your while. And in case you have anything to share with us, please do not hesitate to do so, as we expect feedback on our show. Remember, you can reach us on all our social media platforms. On Facebook at Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, on Instagram at NIDCOM_gov, on our Twitter page at NIDCOM_gov, on our YouTube page at NIDCOM_gov, and on our websites at www.nidcom.gov.ng. You can also join us on DSTV at NTA Network and NTA International on Tuesday at 3:30 p.m., on NTA International on Friday at 3:30 a.m., on NTA International on Saturday at 11 a.m., and on NTA News 24 on Sunday at 10:30 a.m. And you can join us on WAP TV on Thursdays at 9 a.m. and on WTV on Wednesdays and Sundays at 8 p.m. And you can join us on Ben TV London at 4:30 p.m. on Saturday. I remain your host, Koinsola Adetumbi. See you next time.